growing up, I was a pretty good kid. You see, my parents got a divorce when I was pretty young. I think I was 4 to be exact. So I was pretty much raised by my mom. And my dad was and is still definitely in my life. As a kid, I saw him 4 to 6 days out of every week, more or less. But as most people know, when the parents split, the mom always gets the kid. Like for the dad to get the kid, he has to have his entire life together, be making a shit ton of money, and prove that he has more than enough time to attend to the children. And the mom has to be a crackhead. Then he might get the kids. And because of this, it feels as if you're raised by your mom. And you know what? That's how it's supposed to be, because moms are built for this shit, okay? And don't get me wrong, I love my dad, and he's a good dad. He's a cool dude. But even the best dad can't hold a flame to an okay mom. I mean, if you want proof of this, just take a look at our culture around Mother's Day and compare it to Father's Day. You see, when Mother's Day rolls around, walk into any store, especially like a Macy's or a Target, and for as far as the eye can see, it is just nothing but mom propaganda. You got balloons and flowers and chocolates, and everything is being advertised as a great gift for mom. You could go to the hardware section of a Walmart and you will see a sign above the flathead screwdriver saying, "This would be a great gift for mom. I know she probably won't ever use it." But shit, nigga, she's your mom, and don't act like she didn't ask you 2 months ago to fix that cupboard. Damn, you know the one I'm talking about, nigga. The one with the wobbly ass door. Stop being a bad son and buy this shit for her. And fix the damn cupboard. Damn, and pull up your pants. Stop acting like she ain't raised you right with your Vienna sausage looking at neck, boy. Oh, and the greeting cards aisle? Jesus, there will be an entire aisle dedicated just to moms, because moms are awesome. They are the foundation to a good family. Dads, on the other hand, you walk into a store the day before Father's Day, and what do you see? There will be some small, pathetic, half-ass sign that was designed by an intern who's still in college and is just like, "Oh, don't forget, tomorrow is Father's Day," or something. Who cares, really? And then you look on the TV, and what are they advertising for Mother's Day gifts, right? They're advertising diamonds, flowers, and chocolates, and all kinds of shit. What do they tell you to get your dad? A cup. Get this nigga a cup. There you go, Dad. Congratulations. Here's a cup. Nice. So as I was saying, I was pretty much raised by my mom, and my mom does not play. I learned from a very early age that I cannot fuck with my mom. She was not afraid to lay down that leather, if you know what I'm saying. So growing up, I never gave my mom too many reasons to give me a spanking, but there are 2 occasions that I can vividly remember getting an ass whooping for. And this is the story of how I got the first one. So my mom is a pretty understanding lady. She's intelligent and highly educated. So she's in the type to just come home and be enraged and want to just beat the shit out of her kids for the slightest thing. However, there was one thing that would guarantee a proper ass whooping if you did it. And that thing was lying. My mom hates lies with a burning passion. Like, if you wanted my mom to just cut you off, just lie to her. So, scene, my house. I'm somewhere between 5 and 7 years old, and I had recently started to use scissors. Another thing to know about my mom is that she's super overprotective. So me getting permission to use scissors was a pretty big deal, okay? So I had recently gotten a school project to work on at home, and it involved cutting out pictures and pasting them on a poster board. So fast forward to the day before the project's due, and most of the work is done. So I get home from school and my mom's still at work, so I decide to continue working on the project without her. And seeing that I just got my scissors permit, I thought everything was fine. I got this, it's Gucci. So I cut out some more pictures for my project and everything was fine. Until I got bored. So I'm sitting there, a bored 5/6/7-year-old with a sharp pair of shiny scissors. Of course, I start walking around the house in search of something to experiment with. And not before long, I found my first and last test subject. At the time, I had an older cousin living with me, and she was either in her late teens or early 20s. I don't know, who cares? Anyway, she had a boyfriend who is now her husband. Sup, Peter? and he made a decent amount of money for his age at the time. At least that's what I want to think, because it makes what I'm about to tell you seem less of a dick move. So he had just bought her this nice fancy stereo, and I remember how cool it was when she got it. I see the stereo, and there was this thick black cord that ran from the stereo into an electrical outlet in the wall. That's what I decided would be the next best thing to try cutting. This is why I say I'm not sure how old I was at the time, because I love my cousin. I know what I'm about to tell you was not done because I had it out for her. I would also like to believe that I wasn't a fucking idiot as a child. That leads me to believe that I had to have been like 5 or something, but I can't see my mom granting scissors permit to a 5-year-old. Anyway, I take the scissors, I place the cords in between the blades, and I start trying to cut the cord. The plan was to make a small incision in the rubber casing of the wire. Why? I don't know. I really just don't know. I can't give you a real reason. It just happened. So here I am, I start trying to cut the cord, and it just won't cut. So I am applying all of the pressure I can, and then...
Will 6-year-old Don cut the cord? Will his mother come home and beat his ass? Find out this and more on the next episode of Don Hines Anime.